All right, welcome back. Well, as I went into an ad break and I asked John Edwards if he'd mind, he was like, well, I'm so glad you asked that because I'm feeling everything. And he's already started questioning the crew members here. And he's picked up a few. I'm going to ask, I think you're busy with the lady whose mom passed away, is that right?
Well, I started with the gentleman who lost a dad and a brother figure who's over here.
Okay, so who do you want to start with?
Whoever. But
all right, Napsi's here. Come on up. All right, this is Napsi. She works with us. She's in makeup, which we've already ascertained. John, go for it.
It's too deep. I can't hear.
Your mom was letting me know as you were sitting over there that she was here, and she was thanking you. She said she passed recently, and she showed me that she thanked you for the song, whatever it was, musical song-wise, that you did for her, but that you had her dress, or that there was something fabric-wise that you kept of hers. So she was acknowledging that.
Does it make sense to you now?
Yeah, it does make sense because now, there's a song that I sang for my mom just before she passed away.
And the dress?
And the dress, I love the dress. And even yesterday I was supposed to put on the dress, but unfortunately, it was a bit tight. So I've got to get it fixed before I can.
And she had a baby that passed, and she's got the baby that's with her. There's a very young baby. So I don't know if somebody had a miscarriage, like a stillbirth. It's a very young baby, under the age of 1 year old.
No, I'm the only child.
She has a baby that's with her.
My mom?
Yeah, she's got a baby so somebody lost a baby. Very young, very, very young.
Not that I know. Not that I know.
Just keep that in mind.
Okay, all right.
Good.
Thank you.
All right, there was another, thanks, Napsi. Thank you so much. Mdu also John had said that he'd felt somebody's father coming along, and Mdu lost his father recently. So, Mdu, this is for you. Yeah,
you were the first person that when I looked over, I said I felt like your dad had just passed, and he had a brother figure that was with him, correct?
Yes, but he didn't pass recently.
No, but the brother figure's there as well.
Yes, the brother figure is there, yeah.
And was somebody in a vehicle accident, or did somebody have some type of impact or an event? Oh, no, that's over there. Somebody passed in an... She just got out of the way.
Yeah, there she is, yeah.
Andile?
Andi.
Nobody in a car accident?
No, somebody passed in an accident.
Yeah, my aunt.
Because they're telling that they passed in an impact or an event. That's your aunt?
Yes.
All right. So
how long ago was that? Was that a while ago?
No, 2010.
Well, she's here too.
all right. Somebody else, one of our floor manager, her aunt passed away in a car accident. She's acknowledging that. She said she did pass away a few years ago. She's here. There's one guy who's missing. He's a guy named Vuyo. Now this is what I find interesting because you'd expect that would be probably one of the first guys to bash his way in here because this was his second home.
Yeah, it's really funny. I always tell people that when you open up to do this, you never know what's going to happen and who's going to happen. And a lot of times when I've done scientific studies and people want you to read these people or people go for a private reading, I said, I'm like the child that you want to potty train. You want them to go in the toilet bowl. That's the only place. I said, but sometimes the reading goes all over the place.
It goes all over the place.
You just have no idea what's going to happen.
Are you having feelings or do you actually see these
I see, hear, and feel energy. I don't see people like I'm seeing you. I don't hear them in the same way that I'm hearing you. It's thoughts, words, pictures, feelings that I have to interpret. And I can't tell if I'm talking about somebody who's living or past because to them they're just not in a body, but they're very much alive.
Yeah. I mean, I know that you get exhausted because I remember the once after your show that you did at Gold Reef when you were here a few years ago. We came backstage to see you. You were white, you were drained, you were pale. I mean, we saw this with our own eyes. I've never seen someone so tired. This must be one of the most tiring things.
It is definitely very draining. When you're legitimately allowing this energy to work through you, it takes a toll.
Can you switch off, though?
You have to. You have to switch off. Anybody who says that they can't switch off is not practicing what they should be practicing. You have to be able to know when to power down. Yeah.
I mean, surely you get these stubborn souls that just want to come banging on your door. I'm talking about movies because I can only understand this through movies, what I've seen on a movie.
And that's what gets put out there. But the reality is that there's a time and place when you're doing it and a time and place when you're not. There are some outliers where extreme circumstances where things will come up, but it's not appropriate for me to walk up to somebody in the street and start reading them. Yeah. Because that means I'm invading their energetic space. And what if that person's just lost a child? And what if that person's not ready to really deal with this? I could do more damage than good, even though my intention is to help. It can actually hurt. So you got to be very, very careful.
Yeah, indeed you do. And I mean, at the end of the day, there are critics out there and there are skeptics out there, which you must come across on a daily basis.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. You know, I could say that for the most part, I've never cared. The only time I started to care was when my children became of, you know, internet age, when they can Google stuff and they could now read some of the negativity that people would put out there. It's kind of intense. I always respect the fact that people don't believe, but they never give the same respect back that people do believe. They always attack the arrogance or ignorance of the people that are involved, and I find that disrespectful.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So to just end off, I mean, is there something we should look at? I mean, how do you? Because it must make you furious when you've got these guys out there that are not legitimate. How do you know if somebody's talking absolute nonsense?
I think it's got to be about information and our philosophy. It's got to be giving people factual information, not just what you want to hear. Any medium knows that you want to know your family and friends are okay and that they're with you and that they see what's happening in your life.
Yeah.
But the way to validate that is with information, not all, you know, philosophy.
Like that. Okay, final question. I know I'm being shouted at here, but this is a really good one because I mean I've been bringing up. I've seen this on Twitter a few times. We've got a court case happening here. Oscar Pistorius, he's in court right now. Now he did shoot his girlfriend. He says it's an accident. The state is trying to say that it wasn't an accident. Would you, under circumstances, be able to speak to Reva?
If I did not have any prior knowledge to the case, and the family came to me and I had no knowledge of what actually took place, I would objectively be able to look at what took place and have a feeling. But once I have logical information, then I form a human opinion based upon that. That gets in the way of me being able to do stuff.
And that evidence would never hold in court?
No, but it would make for a great movie.
Oh, yes, it would. John Edwards, you're
always a pleasure. Thank you so
treat.
much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
you for having us
Thanks
on your show, because it felt like your show this morning. All right, psychic medium John Edwards. He's captivated audiences worldwide on his show. To get a chance to have a reading with John Edwards, make your way to either one of the following venues. On the 14th of March at the Lyric Theatre at Gold Reef City. You'll get some tickets there. I'm not sure there are any tickets left for the 15th of March, Monte Casino. Sold out. There you go. Must be telling me, his manager, that's sold out. But there are tickets for the 16th of March, KwaZulu-Natal at the Sibaya Casino. You'll get your tickets there. Make your way to one of those readings with John Edwards. We'll take